It has now been a few weeks since CinemaCon 2026 has happened. If you guys remember earlier in like the video before CinemaCon happened, I did post a video of some predictions of like a bingo prediction of what's going to happen at CinemaCon for 2026. So today we're going to look at it and see how many I got right and how many I got wrong. Hopefully I did get 5 in a row. So let's get started then. So behold, we got the bingo card right here. So we'll start with the top left with Jumanji 4, which we did actually get, like, there was footage shown, and we could now call it Jumanji Open World, as that's what they gave the title. And they showed footage, so we're 1 for 1 because we got it right. So let's put it right. Let's circle it, scribble it with the mouse. There we go. That's 1 for 1. The next one we got is Minions and Monsters, and I just predicted just anything for Minions and Monsters, and we got, I think there was apparently 2 clips at CinemaCon that was shown for the people there. So we also got that one right. So next we got Scary Movie 6, and I did predict, we were gonna get something. I mean, they were showing stuff like at Las Vegas, like all the teasers and stuff. So I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna be getting something. And I think they showed like a trailer and stuff, and then they had like, oh my gosh, like the 6-7 joke for like a weapons part of the parody. But yeah, I mean, I was right with that too. So we're just gonna go ahead and circle that. So boom. Terrible circle though. The next one we got here is Violent Night 2. And I did predict, like we would be seeing, there will be, I mean, not us, but like footage will be shown at CinemaCon. And one of the things, like they did show was a trailer and footage. So we did get that prediction right. Up next, so this is the thing. We got Legend of Zelda live action. But I talked about images. Like I thought, maybe they will show some images and we would probably see online and stuff. But the only thing they talked about was just like, oh yeah, we finished filming for Legends of Zelda. So yeah, we're just gonna just say that. And I said images. I didn't say anything else. So honestly, this is our first miss. I'll be honest and say, yep, we missed because I said images, but in reality, it's actually freaking just nothing. Just say, oh yeah, we're done filming, but still cool. And I'm still very interested in this live action movie. Hopefully it does well, and hopefully it's actually a good movie. Now hitting the bottom of it, we got Mandalorian and Grogu, and I predicted footage and update, like something like that. I don't know. I just said something like that, but we did get, there was footage shown for Mandalorian and Grogu, and I think it was like the first 20 minutes, I like to say, for like the footage. But I heard it's good. It's nothing like, I don't like, I think some people liked it. I don't know, maybe I've heard mixed stuff. Maybe it's like not like amazing, oh my gosh, this is awesome, but I've heard it's good, and I do really hope this movie turns out to be a pretty good movie. Because, like, I've said this a lot, I feel like this could be hopefully maybe the beginning of bringing back Star Wars back to theaters. But I did get the prediction right here, so we'll just be circling this. And sorry for my terrible circles, but we got it right, though. That's all I'm gonna say. As we got our next one right here, and it's Disclosure Day. And they did actually, like, reveal some footage and stuff from, like, Disclosure Day. And I thought, like, it sounds pretty cool. I'm excited. And something that got me, I think, even more excited for this movie. Like, I was pretty excited already, but, well, I'm more excited, because obviously this is Steven Spielberg we're talking about, is that apparently, like, none of Act 3 has been marketed, or they don't plan on showing Act 3, which I feel like that's just such a cool idea, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, we don't know what's gonna happen. We've only seen the first 2 acts, so what's Act 3 gonna be like? And it sounds crazy, and it's like, I guess Steven Spielberg believe in, like, all the aliens and stuff in space. So yeah. The next one we got here is The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan, another great director. And, at CinemaCon, they did show some footage and stuff, like the trailer. And, it's like, I think the same thing, like, if you watched, like, I saw in, like, the IMAX, like, the 6-minute monologue or stuff. So, like, it's not, I don't think it's, like, new, but, like, they showed Cyclops and stuff, but, some of this stuff. But, Yeah, I mean, we got the Odyssey. So I think we got it right. I'm saying we got this right. The next one that we got, because if you guys remember, there was like an early screening for like Forgotten Island. Since like CinemaCon, they do this thing like, you get to see a movie early, and they did that for Forgotten Island. And like obviously not everyone can't really say like the reviews, like that's kind of like part of the rules and stuff. But like they say it's positive, and that's a good thing to hear about. So I'm like, okay, that's good. I just hope it's not like The Flash when people were like saying, "Oh, this is one of the best comic book movies, or up there as a great movie." And I don't know about you guys, but that movie was mid. But honestly, what makes me feel like this might actually be a good movie is that first of all, the trailer looks good. DreamWorks has been on a pretty good run with Puss in Boots: Last Wish, Wild Robot, and like many more. But also, is just that like it releases in September. People saw it already in November. I think that's a lot of confidence you got if you were to release it that early. So honestly, like I think it's gonna be a good movie, but I did predict it was gonna get some positive feedback mostly. The next one we got Doom. We got Avengers Doomsday. I thought we were maybe gonna get like more castings and stuff, and I thought like that's what was gonna happen. Because like I don't know because they were saying like oh they're gonna go all out Avengers Doomsday for all of that, and they did pretty go all out, but they didn't reveal any new castings. I'll say this because we're gonna go to something in a bit in a sec, but they revealed that Cassie Lang's coming back, but like that was because of footage, so that I don't count that. Like it's like something like, oh, they're gonna announce it, and I do wonder if they're gonna like announce more new castings like soon, or like especially there's San Diego Comic Con, and they're gonna have a Hall H panel, which that kind of shocked me because I felt like we wouldn't get anything until the Avengers movies were finished, but we do end up seeing there's a Hall H panel. So maybe there, or if not, they'll probably just save it up for the movie, which that's also a pretty good idea. Because you revealed a lot and it seems pretty exciting, but we missed out on this one right here. But what we got right from Doom is Avengers Doomsday footage shown only to the people at CinemaCon. Like, I predicted it, and I just was kind of hoping maybe, hey, maybe I'm a bit wrong, so we can see it online. But we have not seen it online, and that's what the hype brought in. And I'm like, wow, like, and it sounds crazy, and I'm very excited. Like, I really do need to see what like, this movie and what's going on with it, because that's what I need to see. And it's like, yeah, and you know what's even messed up? Because I said this was gonna happen, and it did. Everyone on Twitter and all that, we all say, please release the trailer online. You know what happened at CinemaCon? They loved it. They chanted one more time, and they played it one more time. They played it one more time. Yeah, so the people at CinemaCon saw it twice, and I'll like say this. I don't like to be that guy. I really hope I'm wrong, but I just have a feeling it's going to take a while for it to be released online. And I do wonder if they're going to release that exact same trailer online. All I know is that I was spot on for this prediction. Footage shown for Avengers Doomsday, but only for the people at CinemaCon. The next one we got is I Play Rocky, and I did say there's gonna show something, and they did showing something for I Play Rocky, and I'm excited for this movie because it is like Sylvester Stallone's biopic of how like he was trying to get the rights for Rocky, and Rocky, I do really love the Rocky movie, so like that's definitely something I'm excited to see. The next one we got here is Godzilla Minus Zero trailer. Because if you guys like know, like I put, usually in the middle in some bingos, you have a free space. I was like, nope, but I'll put something that I feel like is so predictable. And it was like part of a big, like a section, I think, at CinemaCon. The Godzilla Minus Zero trailer did release, and it released online. Not a lot of stuff shown, but like for a good amount of seconds, but I think, it still looks cool. And I'm excited to see because it looks like, they're going to explore more of Godzilla's powers and stuff. So I'm excited. And, like the free space ones, what I like to do is like put like the most obvious or like biggest thing that will most likely happen. So we got Godzilla minus zero trailer and it released online. The next one we got is Madden. And I don't know. I was like trying to look this one up. I kind of had struggles, but it seems like there wasn't like anything for Madden, so I guess we got that one wrong, but I might be completely wrong too. So let me know if I am wrong about it, but I'm pretty sure we got nothing for Madden. But what I do know we got is a little bit for Sonic 4. We know Jim Carrey is now officially returning as Robotnik, and I think they did show a little bit of footage. But I was shocked too because I felt like maybe it'd be cool to like tease a little bit is that there's like a Sonic movie, like not a Sonic 5, like some spin-off movie. But we haven't gotten that, but that's like 2028, so I guess it makes sense. Sonic 4 made more sense because it wasn't gonna get a CinemaCon next year, because by the time the movie releases, like it's gonna happen before CinemaCon. So yeah, but also we're moving towards Supergirl, and we got some footage from like some stuff. Like one of the things is that from Supergirl is that we got like I think her Kara and Ruthie like in like the alien ship and stuff, and then like like some pirates or like I forgot. Like I remember them for the comics, but I forgot what the frick they are. But like space pirates or something. They were attacking them, and then Kara like told the guy, "Go take me to a sun," because that's how she could get her powers back. She didn't have her powers. Drunk she was and all that. And yeah, and then we saw that. And then we saw more stuff of David Corn Sweat. Like there was even more like when Kara first met David Corn Sweat. I mean like Clark Kent. So I called it though. We got footage for Supergirl. The next one I got is the end of Oak Street. And honestly, like I said dinosaurs look. So we did get a dinosaur. I'll say that. This is an interesting movie, I said. I think they added a little bit more footage. It's like, oh, okay, a little bit interesting. And I just said we're gonna see a dinosaur. And people said there was a dinosaur in the CinemaCon footage. So we got that. So we got is Digger, and they did show some stuff for Digger. Like they showed, I think, footage and like or a trailer, something like that. But we did get that one right, and I hear a lot of other stuff like say that Tom Cruise, like his performance is crazy because like he's playing this old man, and like the commitment he's put into this is kind of sounds crazy. I'm like, okay, we'll see what Tom Cruise got. Tom Cruise Oscar possibly. We'll see. The next one we got is a two-parter thing to this prediction. I said there's Doom Part 3 footage, and a new popcorn bucket is going to get revealed, because if you know, you know. The first part, I got it right. They showed beginning footage, and there's like a crazy battle and stuff. Like they're going to the action. I'm like, wow. I think it was like, I don't know, 8 minutes, 20. I actually don't know how long, but all I know is that they did show footage for the beginning scene of Doom Part 3, and I'm pretty excited for that. But the second part, I said there was going to be a new popcorn bucket revealed, because one time at CinemaCon a couple years ago, Deadpool Wolverine, they revealed, oh yeah, we're going to get a new popcorn bucket. I thought maybe they could do something similar, especially this was the thing that brought the popcorn bucket trend like crazy. And I feel like we've been getting a lot of cool popcorn buckets these days, and like I'll buy some if they look cool and interesting. That's how I look. Like I'm not a guy that would buy all of it, but I thought they would reveal a Doom Part 3 popcorn bucket or something, or like it's coming. And I still think it is, but they didn't reveal it because we got this one right here. We got it right here. So I'm just like, okay, maybe there is something like. Maybe there's a popcorn bucket, and if there is, I'm very curious about what it could be and what could surpass this. A lot of people think there's gonna be more worms, like 2 or 3 of these. I'm like, oh my god! And all I know is that if that happens, I'll get it. But I missed half of it, so honestly, I could give it a half. But no, we're gonna be honest and say I got it wrong, because I was specific for two things. Got a bit too greedy, and I failed that one. The next one we got is Spider-Man Brand New Day. We got the Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff. And I predicted we were going to get a movie poster. And guess what? We didn't get one movie poster. We got two. Two. And they're pretty cool. It's not like this one, which I was like, this would be a pretty cool one. We got one with him against the hand. And then we got another cool one, which has like this Raimi like vibe to it, like with the eye reflection, dude. It's so clean. And speaking of it, I managed to actually get the poster for Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is the hand one right here. Don't have the other one, but hey, I got a poster, man. I'm very excited for this movie. And they showed some footage like for the movie as well, but like we finally got the poster and they're pretty clear. Like honestly, I can't wait to see what other posters we'll be getting for Spider-Man Brand New Day because, dude, the posters, I really do love the first two. But another thing we had for Spider-Man Brand New Day is that maybe they reveal Sadie Sink's character for Spider-Man for Brand New Day. And one of the things I think the biggest rumor, which I feel like is most likely gonna happen, is Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. And I thought they would do it just because of marketing and stuff. And what if the toys get leaked? But unfortunately, it didn't. But I'll say this: like the way they market the toys, we've only gotten like Spider-Man and Hulk, and we got some villains. Like we got a Tombstone Lego, I think Scorpion, Boomerang, Tarantula. So we got some like marketing, but not a lot. And they haven't revealed that, so maybe that's gonna be after the movie comes out. So I guess they are doing a good job, but we don't know who Sadie Sink's playing. And I think there was a leaked image. I don't know if it was real because they had the AI logo, but I think it's because it's so blurry. I'm not sure about that, but besides that, like we have not gotten a Sadie Sink character reveal, and it'll probably be in the movie. Like they'll probably just want to keep it till the movie, which honestly makes sense. As we're continuing on with the Spider-Man stuff, we got Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. We got a little update. We got some cool stuff. Like they talked about like formats they're doing. I'm like, oh, okay. And then they reveal more footage. Like they revealed the beginning scene of like Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and it, like all this obviously kicks off where a cross ended with both the Miles like talking. And yeah, I mean, and they gave us, we got some new footage online too, which was pretty cool. And like they showed some other clips and stuff. Like okay, but like there's still some stuff they're still working on, but they still got like over years, so I'm not worried. But hey, I'm very excited for this movie, and look at this, man. We got it right. The next one we got is the Batman Part 2, new suit or update. I was like thinking maybe we get something for that. But what's crazy? We didn't even like get anything for the Batman Part 2. And I think there was even like some drama. I think like people were like, they didn't like, they were showing like slates of upcoming 2027 movies. But then they didn't show anything for the Batman Part 2. And I'm just like, and everyone's like freaking out. I was like, oh shoot, is it getting delayed again? And then like, I think Brandon Davis mentioned, I think there's like, they were like, the Batman Part 2, they showed something like a list. I don't know, because I wasn't there, but they show like it's still happening in 2027. So that's the thing to not worry about. And I think especially, I think, they released the IMAX release dates for the movies. And like, I'm pretty sure, that means like they're pretty much like going to be released around that time. The Batman Part 2 has an IMAX release date for 2027. So yeah, don't worry. The Batman Part 2 is not delayed, but we got nothing. I was just hoping we get something, but I guess they didn't even start filming in that, so I guess it does make a little bit sense. But something else we got for DC, is a message for Man of Tomorrow. As we did get a message, because there's not a lot of stuff like they just started filming, and that's like they announced that. I think they announced that. I also talked about like I think David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult, like Superman and Lex, were talking about like the team up, like how Superman and Lex are going to be teaming up in this movie. So yeah, that means we did get this prediction right. There was a message because that's all it had. And then the last one we got is Clayface. And I said looks, like, something. We get like a first look in something, and they showed a trailer. And when I was here, like, okay, the horror vibes and stuff, I'm like, okay, interesting. And the best thing is too that the Clayface trailer was released a week later for us online, and it looks really cool, man. Like, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm liking it. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. Like, and I'm very interested about what is what are we gonna see? Because like we saw a bit of Gotham, not a lot, but it's like I'm very interested to see more of Gotham and all of that, and maybe we'll get a Batman like review or tease. I have no clue. And behold, look at the predictions. So I like to say I got a lot of it right. But did we get 5 in a row? If you guys look here, we got a lot. And we did end up getting 5 in a row, as we'll just cross this. Boom! 5 in a row right here, and that's pretty much it. But honestly, this was fun, to look at these predictions and be, was I right or was I wrong? And I ended up being right with a lot of them. I missed a few, so pretty good start for this new thing I do, like with the bingo predictions, as we are gonna get more. Some other ones are coming soon, and results will be coming soon with others. So yeah, but that's pretty much gonna do it for the bingo stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching the CinemaCon stuff, if you did watch it. And it's a lot, but I thoroughly enjoyed it and all of that. But overall, this was a cool thing, and I'll still keep doing it. I think I'll try to be more in depth with like some of this stuff, like CinemaCon stuff, since I was pretty vague with a couple, but I think I did go specific in other stuff, so I'll do my best with that. But that's pretty much gonna do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.